stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you.
It was just gonna be a relaxing, fun day.
Last January, 11-year-old Cole went skiing with his dad, Brad, and younger brother, Caden. He was a good skier, and it was the last run of the day. It was a very serious injury. He was rushed to Vancouver.
It's funny looking back that there was quite a few signs that we shouldn't have let him go skiing.
It was a late start. It was his brother's birthday. And then, half an hour after they left the house, Cole called. He'd forgotten his ski jacket. His mom reluctantly agreed to take it to him.
I saw him get out of his dad's van and come and take his jacket, and I said, okay, have fun, and next time you won't forget your jacket, right? And he said, yeah, love you, bye. That's the last time I saw him walk. When I got to the hospital, my little boy, Caden, was standing there crying, and Brad was crying. When I went in to see Cole, it was pretty shocking. They had a big neck brace on him, and there was tubes attached everywhere on his body, and there was blood all around his nose. And he wasn't talking. He wasn't awake.
An MRI confirmed the worst.
They said that he will never feel anything from the chest down. That's when the most guilt hit me. I thought, what have I done? What have I done?
I didn't believe it. I didn't believe that he wasn't gonna walk. I thought they were all, wrong.
Cole slipped into a deep coma. He needed help breathing. He had a feeding tube.
They said possibility that'll never come out. So, yeah, it was very crushing and very devastating.
I found myself praying a lot, and just saying, like, how and what am I supposed to do to get through this?
When things were at their worst and the future bleak, they found strength in family and friends and support from Variety, the children's charity.
Variety immediately funded transportation costs for me to come back to Castlegar and go back and forth.
There were children at home to be cared for. Expenses increased. Work hours decreased. They both had to be in Vancouver with Cole. He needed them. They needed him more.
And Variety helped me by giving me a place to stay. They paid for my rent. That was a huge blessing. I don't know how we would have paid for it, really.
Part of Cole's recovery is knowing that he's still Cole. He's still a kid, still important, still part of the family, just like he was before the accident.
All he really wanted was a way to get in and out of the van, but he didn't want to ride in the back. He just wanted to ride with his brothers and sisters like he always has. Didn't want to be demoted. So Variety then helped pay for a turning seat.
You know, without those funds, it would have been impossible. You know, Variety was huge in that aspect.
Cole's mom and dad believe in him, not in his disability. There's nothing they wouldn't do for him. And a few months after Cole's injury, his dad arranged to have Rick Hansen visit him.
He and Rick talked for 45 minutes, and his whole attitude changed after that. It really did.
The conversation was private, but whatever was said in that room, Rick inspired him to work harder and never give up.
And I told him that I would trade places with him in a heartbeat. I apologized once again to him. He said, Dad, don't be sorry, and don't say you'd trade places with me. He said, because if you did, then I would be the one standing beside you. He's an amazing boy.
You know what? I'm not the strong one. It's Cole who's the strong one.
Accidents happen. Life isn't fair. You learn lessons you never wanted to. And you realize, even when you're in a wheelchair for life, you can be strong as long as others stand by you.
I stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. Take me into your darkest hour, and I'll never desert you. I'll stand by you.
And here we are with Cole. Can you see yourself, Cole? And your whole family is here. Almost. Your whole family is here. And I'm just going to talk to your mom for a sec. Is that all right? I think he's a little bit nervous, too. You said you were, Amy.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous too.
Can you update us on what's happened since we did the vignette?
Well, since the vignette, there's been a couple really great things that have happened. Number one, Cole got a new wheelchair, which is
Woohoo!
excellent. And a really big thing happened. He went up on a ski hill.
You did?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, like the ski hill?
Yes.
Well, I went up there and it was scary, but it was really hard at first, but then I got better and better and I'm not that good at it yet, but
Yeah, what are you doing exactly?
just turning,
Yeah?
it's kind of hard.
Now, are you sitting when you're skiing, or you are? So you are doing the same thing. Was it Josh Dewick that just a few days ago went and did a back flip over on a sit ski? Did you see that?
Yeah. I didn't see it, but I saw it on TV, so.
So it's pretty difficult, I guess, because it's really something foreign and you haven't done too much of it. But I think you're probably going to get pretty good at it. Are you? Is that your plan?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, that's good. Now, what about your new wheelchair, Cole?
It's really cool. It's a lot better than my last one.
Yeah? How so?
It's just a lot smaller and more compact, and it glows in the dark, actually.
What? Glows in the dark? What color?
Just white.
Oh, that's Jaden, by the way. You like to say, what? No? Okay. She doesn't want to say that anymore. And, Mom, I understand that you have applied for another piece of equipment from Variety.
Yes, we applied for a hand cycle for Cole so that he can bike around with his friends and get out in the neighborhood. It's kind of difficult where we live because it's not a big city, so there's not a lot of opportunities for him to get the exercise that he needs every day. So a hand bike would be huge, yeah.
That sounds like fun, a hand bike. What do you think about that?
Well, I've tried it before, and it's really something that I like doing.
Yeah. I think it can take a lot of time to get a modified bike built, but hopefully he will have one soon and be out there just riding with his friends this summer. I think that would be fantastic. And we saw you, Amy, mention in the vignette that Rick Hansen's visit to Cole when he was in the hospital had a profound effect on him, but Cole has never really talked about that, has he?
No, it was pretty private. Rick showed up at the recovery center there, and I just left them alone in his room, and they talked for a good 45 minutes when I came back. I just said, how was it? And he said it was great. And for 2 weeks after that, Cole was changed.
Really?
He just went from, feeling really sick and not so great to, I'm giving this everything I got. It was truly a turning point for him. He's over there smirking.
Are you going to tell us what he said?
No.
I figured that was going to happen. But that's all right, because we know that Rick's visit with Cole also had a profound effect on Rick. And guess what? When he found out that you were going to be on the show today, Cole, he wanted to make sure that he could be a part of your appearance. So look at this.
Thanks, Deb. Hey, Cole, how you doing, man? It's great to see you again through the magic of television. And a big hi to your entire family, because I know they're there for you every single day. I also want to thank everybody who's here celebrating the Variety Telethon of Hearts. Each of you are making a difference in the lives of others. Keep up the great work. You know, I wanted to let you know, Cole, that I really enjoyed that time when I had a chance to visit you when you were in the hospital not long after your accident. We had a great chat, and actually I had a chance to think about that moment, and I realized just what an incredible inspiration you were. Your courage and your determination and your attitude in spite of the challenge was absolutely overwhelming. You never gave up, and you kept thinking about new possibilities and a great future. That was very inspiring. So when I left the hospital, I couldn't think about anything else other than all the possibilities that would be lying ahead for you in your life and what I could do to make a difference as well. You know, it was 25 years ago that I started on my Man in Motion World Tour. I was able to begin that journey because I had a community that supported me as well. Variety is now going to support you, Cole, and give you something that keeps you mobile and healthy. So here's your new bike. It's a red top-end force hand cycle to keep you in motion. What do you think, Cole? Pretty cool, eh?
Yeah.
What's going on? Woo! Wow. Hey, where's your dad? Hi, Brad. Good to see you. Oh, thank you very much, because I would have been making a fool of myself otherwise, right, Cole? Now, you didn't know that your dad was going to be here, but I'm pretty sure that he wouldn't have missed this for the world. What about it, Brad?
No, not for the world. I'm really excited to be here, and I'm happy for Cole, and he's finally got himself a bike here. I'm really excited. I can't wait to try it out.
What do you think about that, mister?
I like it.
Now we can go and...
I like it. You know, so that is two surprises in one, your dad and the bike. And your dad flew here so that he could present you with this new bike. And I know that this is a lot to take in a big hurry, isn't it, honey? Yeah, I know. But you know what? Rick wants to say something else. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cole, I also wanted to let you know that the 25th anniversary of the Rick Hansen Relay will be soon coming through BC. We've come all the way across Canada to date, and 7,000 Canadians who are difference makers are each carrying this special Rick Hansen medal that was made by the Royal Canadian Mint and passing it along to show that we all can make a difference to help make the world healthier and more inclusive. Well, we finish in Vancouver on May the 22nd, but before we get there, I'd like to ask you a big favor, Cole. Would you be interested in joining me? Because you're a true difference maker, and I'd be honored if you'd be a medal bearer in the Rick Hansen Relay in Castlegar this April. So if you're up for it, we'd be so thrilled to have you, and I hope that you'll tell all your buddies at the Robson Community School to come and watch you carry this medal and celebrate that great spirit at your school. And through your example, I'm sure they'll be inspired as well. The team at the telethon have a few things that they'd like to give you on my behalf: an official uniform and one of these commemorative medals. Now, you better start practicing, buddy. Get in top shape with your new bike. Don't give up and be the best that you can be. You are my inspiration. Never give up in your dreams, man.
Wow. Oh my goodness. And there you go, darling. What do you think about that, eh?
Big smile, buddy.
And guess what? You also have a jacket exactly like Rick's. And pants. And
Very light.
very light, yes, so that you can go really fast on that bike, right?
Mom, it's sport check.
Oh dear. So yeah, you've got the medal, you've got your uniform.
And this shirt is sport check.
Woohoo! Thank you so much for coming in, and you are going to get better on that sit ski. All you need to do is get on that hill again and do it again. And we know we have a lot of faith in you, mister. Thank you very much for coming to see us today.